Everybody, it's Psychic Hunter David. Well, it is Friday evening and it is freezing outside. Um, yeah, it's definitively cool. It is not warm. And one of the big things we're looking forward to is the ingress and step of Saturn into Aries tomorrow morning. Now, this is a really intense energy. This is an intense transformation. As I gave you guys the lowdown already, the biggest four signs that are going to be hugely affected by it, well, Pisces will be too, but the big others are all the cardinal signs, which are Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. And a lot of them have readings because they know something's up, especially Aries. You feel this bolt of responsibility hitting you, this bolt of financial stuff. Because remember, Saturn rules the past, it rules discipline, it also rules banking. It rules all of the traditional elements. You probably as Republican and conservative as you could get. Sometimes, not always. I've known Capricorns that have been out of control. Anyway, so that's happening tomorrow. And it's going to carry on through September, and then it will back off again into Pisces, as will Neptune. But then when we get into the winter of 2026, it will go forward for 2.5 years in Aries. Neptune will move in again and stay for upwards of 14 more years in Aries. So that's why I've said to Aries, keep away from narcotics, be as creative, expressive as possible. Libra, you guys might have the toughest time with other people. It's not you. You've gone through the bullshit. You know the whole South Node garbage. You've done it. But other people are going to be demanding, Saturn, and unpredictable, like a black cat, like I have. She loves you and then she'll snap at you, or she'll swat you, you know. That's the energy you're up against, so just be ready. Cancer signs, it's your career, and as I said, Capricorn, it's home. What does home mean? Responsibilities. Can be expansion, but be careful. Make sure you have an assessment done before you purchase a property. You get in there, because we can all be all excited and wow, it's historical and la la la, and the septic's full of you know what, and there's no insulation and the foundation's sinking. So do yourself a favor. Anyway, other than that, that's it. A lot of people have been talking about Kris Jenner. Yes, I think she looks fabulous. By the way, that is a lower bilateral lift that she's had done. And it is an interesting surgery. I remember people talking about that years ago in the late 80s. I had the pleasure of knowing the late Dr. Michael Biederman, who was a great plastic surgeon. And Brad Walker, his partner, was Dr. Biederman's assistant for many years on Imperial Street. And this has been talked about for years, you know, lower bilateral lifts. And well, I'm not going to get into it because this is not what my channel's for. But the thing that's really interesting is that your upper face sags and the lower is tighter. It sort of is a bit odd. So anyway, it has its downfalls, but she looks great. Her Jennifer Aniston just did it too, and it goes on and on and on. But listen, all the power to these gals. They want to keep making money. They've got to look great, because the minute you don't get work. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend. I'm around. I've got openings over the weekend and next week, and all those listed prices are on every other recording. And I hope you have a great time. Get out and do something. Enjoy. I know it's crappy weather in Toronto, Canada, but it won't be by the time we get through the 2nd, 3rd of June. Cheers. You heard it here first.